Alright, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Duty, and today we are talking about tiny, itty-bitty tiny little multi-tools. But first, I wanted to show off something that I finished today. This is a knife that is my girlfriend's, and it had previously some really waterlogged wooden scales on them, and I replaced them today with some really nice burlap micarta and brass pins, and I think it turned out very, very well. So I wanted to kind of toot my own horn a little bit here. Let's get a close-up on that grain, or not the grain, the threads. You can see the threads in that burlap. Just looks really, really nice. I think the next knife I make, I'm going to definitely put these same micarta scales on. They just look so good. It's sanded up real nice. It's very, very soft. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And it'll patina over time, you know, with the oils from your hand. It'll darken up a little bit. And that's one of the reasons I really love micarta is I'm a patina guy. My dog's whining. Foki, come on. Gotta be quiet for a minute, okay? We'll be done soon, okay, bud? I'll be done soon. Get your bone. Alright, so, yep, just wanted to show that off. Also, I don't think this is the greatest steel in the world, but I really love the etching on the blade here. I really want to learn how to do that. So, I think it looks great altogether. And let's get into these multi-tools. So, tiny multi-tools. We're going to be talking about these two mainly. I have these other guys out just for kind of size comparisons. But here we have the Leatherman Micra, and here we have the Gerber dime. They are very comparable in price. One is 30 bucks. The Gerber dime is 30 bucks. Leatherman Micra is $5 more at $35. Very comparable in price, very comparable in size. Gonna move these out of the way just for a minute. We'll get back to that. So thickness is similar, but the Gerber dime is a bit thicker, as you can see. Width-wise, they're almost identical. And length-wise, they are almost identical, but the Gerber dime has this bottle opener kind of poking out, which really bugs me. Really don't like that. I almost thought about cutting it off, which I still might do. It's an unnecessary thing, you know. They could have made one that folded inside that was much smaller. I mean, I'm sure it works really well, but you know, it's poking out there. I don't like it. It just looks dumb, and it adds a little pokey on there that you don't really need. So let's go through one by one. Let's start with the Gerber dime. Like I said, 30 bucks. Let's go through the tools. We've got needle nose. We've got pliers. We've got wire cutters. We have, hidden here, some tweezers. It's always nice. Not the greatest tweezers in the world, but, you know, they'll work. So all the tools are accessible from the outside, which is kind of nice. Hang on, let me let my dog out. Loki, you have to be quiet, bud. Go on. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Oh, God. There we go. Alright, so all the tools are accessible from the outside. We have a pair of scissors. You know, decent pair of scissors. Should we try them out? Yeah, they're okay. They work fine. Scissors. And on this side, what do we have? A large flathead, if you want to call that large. But it's large compared to this flathead. This is also a little crappy little file, and it is really crappy, guys. Like I guess it kind of gets your nail, but it sucks. So large flathead, small flathead, and file. Then on the other side we have a package opener, which actually works very well, and the knife, which I do not like. I don't like that blade shape. I like the Wharncliffe sheep's foot kind of thing, but I wish it was just a straight blade and then that kind of style tip. I mean, it's sharp, kind of sharp, but yeah, it's not my favorite blade ever by any means. And then did I get everything? Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. It is spring loaded, which is nice. I think most all little mini multi-tools are spring loaded just because it would be kind of a nightmare to do, to operate it without the spring in there. I will say these feel a little flimsy. You can see when I'm, pinching them, we've got some flex going on there, which is to be expected to some degree because it's a small little tool, but I don't really like that, don't really like that very much. And like I said, the exposed bottle opener there is annoying, and I wish it wasn't there. Another thing I don't really like is that it's coated. I don't even think they make a non-coated version. They're all coated, which I don't really like. And also, I will say that the tools are very hard to get out. I have chipped fingernails trying to get these buggers out, and I don't know why they're so stiff. I tried loosening the pivots here, but then it just gets way too loose. So it's annoying. One of these I couldn't even get out without using another tool, and I think I've loosened it up a little bit, but yeah, it'll rip your fingernails off for sure. So all in all, it's got a good amount of tools. It's a good size, but it does have some major drawbacks. Let's move on to the Leatherman Micra. $35. Let's check it out, folks. So this is, instead of pliers as the main tool, this is scissors, which I really like because, I usually have my full-size Leatherman on me, and this is just a really good pair of scissors to have with you. Let's try them out. Oh yeah, excellent. Tearing through that paper. Wow. Yeah, these are really good scissors. Very, very good. Love that. These are also spring assisted. And let's check out our flexing. Still have some flex, but it just feels more solid than the dime. Let's look at the tools. We have a blade, a chisel ground blade, kind of in a little bit of a Bowie shape. Like this shape much better than the weird sheep's foot deal going on in the dime. We have a flathead. We have a nail cleaner and nail file, which I will say works much better than the one on the dime. Then on the other side we got a good pair of tweezers. Again, not the greatest tweezers in the world, but definitely sufficient, and I like that they're full size. And we have a small flathead. And then we have a bottle opener / even smaller flathead. So that's your tools. Like I said, it just feels much more solid than the dime. I really like that it's not coated. Love the finish on it. It feels much more quality than the dime. And also there's a ruler on the outside. I forgot to mention that. I never use the rulers on these things. My rebar which is my primary multi-tool, has the ruler on it, and I never use it, but you know, it's not taking up any space, so it might as well be on there. So overall, I mean, unless you really need a pair of pliers, I would absolutely go with the Micra every time. And if you want to go with the Leatherman, they make a very similar one called the, I think it's called the Squirt. Yeah, I think it's called the Leatherman Squirt. And that is, it's the same size and everything, but it has pliers instead of scissors. So you can go with that. Let's open them up here side by side. There you go. Should we do some size comparisons? Let me get this paper out of here. Let's check it up against the rebar, which, by the way, I have a review on this in a video. It's called the Battle of the Multitools. This is, I really like this Leatherman. It's the perfect size for me. A little bit smaller than the other full-size ones, like the I forget what they're called right now, the Wave, and you know, that size. A little bit smaller, slimmer. This thing is just solid, man. It's so solid. Really like the blades on it. It's got a full 3D screwdriver there. Works amazingly. This is a great Leatherman. There's some size comparisons there. How about with the Leatherman Rev? A little bit smaller than rebar. How about some Swiss Army knives? The Victorinox Tinker. And then this little guy, whatever it's called. Kind of forget what it's called. It has a kind of a similar blade as on the Micra. Let's look at them compared. Yeah, pretty similar blades. Well, well, yeah, now that I look at them more closely, they're not very similar. I take that back. Alright, I don't really know what else to talk about here. That's pretty much it. We could talk about these Leatherman real quick. I picked this one up recently. It's called the Victorinox Tinker. And I really like it because it has, you know, the full 3D driver there. It's got the awl, and then on the other side we have bottle opener, can opener, small and large flatheads. Nice blade. Love the blade on this one. And then a smaller blade. And then, of course, your tweezers and toothpick. I think this is a great Victorinox. And then obviously this one is just your typical little mini. You got your scissors. You got a flathead and file. And then the blade. And then our tweezers and toothpick. This one I keep in a little Altoids can in my little EDC pouch, so that's where it lives. This one I've been carrying around a little bit recently in the pocket instead of the Leatherman. But if I'm at work, I just need to have a full-size Leatherman on me, particularly the rebar. I mostly use this to clean out the nozzle on my MIG gun, and then trim the wire on the MIG gun, and then also, you know, if I need to pick up a hot little piece of metal, I'll break out the pliers on here to pick it up. So this gets used quite a bit at work, and I love it. All right, folks, there you have it. We are at 92 subscribers right now. And if you've been following along on my videos, we are scheduled to have a giveaway once we reach 100. So we're going to be giving away a knife, maybe 2 knives, and possibly some other goodies. So there's going to be an entry video in the next, I don't know, probably a couple days when I reach 100. And in that video, you will hear the details of the giveaway. So we'll probably do something like, you'll leave a comment in the video, and then I'll use a random comment picker to choose the winner. Or we may have multiple winners. So, yep, stay tuned, and thanks for all the support, and I love you guys. I don't have very many subscribers, but you guys are awesome. You guys are giving me feedback, leaving comments, and I really, really appreciate that, guys. Very much. All right, thanks for watching. Adios.